welcome back to my channel. First of all, let me apologize for the probably terrible sound quality. I'm filming on my phone. This is incredibly impromptu, and I just wanted to come in here and show you guys what I brought from Ghana. But if you're interested in seeing what I got, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will try and be a lot more consistent. And hit that notification bell for every single time that I upload a video. I'm a bit on a time crunch here, so let's get right into the video. So this is pretty much everything that I brought. I have a bunch of stuff underneath. Honestly, there are going to be a couple of surprise choices because my mom also bought some stuff that she has me pack up. She put some dried fish in my package. I'm not exactly sure which one is which. I'm gonna not show that because it's not for me. I'm not vegan, and I really didn't have any say because she was the one who wrapped everything up. One thing that I want to be incredibly clear about when it comes to this video is reminding everyone to declare all of their foods that they're bringing into the country. We declare foods just because, you know, different parts of the world have different fauna, different foods. There's concern about invasive species. There's concern about pests that are not familiar to this area and can overtake food supplies. So declaring these kind of stuff can help border control kind of understand what is coming in and what's not coming out. Dried foods, canned foods are usually fine. The major concern are seeds and raw ingredients. As a vegan, I don't consume any meat or animal-based products, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And everything I bring is pretty much dried, so dried beans, grains, flour, and spices, which I've checked on the Canada website, and that is fine. Next time when I'm going, I'll definitely put everything in a clear bag and label it so that when I declare this stuff, it's easy to find them through immigration. So now that I've given that disclaimer, let's actually start opening all of these packages. So I have my handy dandy scissors. I'm gonna start with the things that I've already it's easy to see. I got this super gigantic box of digestive cookies. The ones in Ghana are vegan, and how I know they're vegan is that also they import them from like Arabic countries. There's the ingredients here. I always check the allergens, and I also check the vitamins that they add. Usually if they add something like vitamin D3, then it's not vegan. So yeah, it's pretty labeled. So I got a super pack because my sister and I love digestive cookies. Digestive cookies with like malt or milk. I also got hobnobs. These are imported from Europe. It is vegan, no allergens of interest, and no vitamins that I should be concerned about. I also got rich tea. Oh my God. These are like childhood favorites. So I'm gonna be cycling through a bunch of these. And then I just like stumbled on this kokonte flour. So kokonte is basically dried cassava that's milled, and you can use it to make like kokonte, which is also called face the wall, which is a swallow that not many people are too keen about. But this is also one part of the toza fish swallow. So it's usually kokonte, which is cassava and corn flour. So I did also bring corn flour, so I'm gonna be able to make my own kokonte or tozafi. I also brought This Way chocolate drink. Milo is not vegan, but This Way chocolate drink is vegan. And also I checked all of the vitamins that they've added, and nothing is out of concern. The ingredients literally says non-dairy creamer powder, sugar, cocoa powder, and food flavor. And so I got 2 packets. I didn't bring much. I just got too lazy, but my mom's gonna buy more on her way back. I have a small bag of like mini spices. I bought them because where I was staying, I thought they wouldn't have spices. So I bought a little bag of them, but I will have like bigger versions. I'm honestly so excited. Why can't I open this? Yeah, so I just have like tiny amounts of rosemary, tiny amounts of huentia, which is grains of selim. like tiny amounts of huidiaba, which is calabash nutmeg, and then tiny amounts of nkite, which is anise seeds. And it's really interesting, the anise seeds that you get here, they don't smell or look like the anise seeds you get in Ghana. A lot of the spices you can get in like cloves, and a lot of the Ghanaian spices, you can get them at the Ghana store. But I was in Ghana and I literally spent like $45 on basically everything that I have here, which is definitely a cheap price. So let's open our first container. But before we get into there, again, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will be showing you what I use these ingredients for. Let's see what I have in here, and I will basically describe everything. If you want more details, I'm gonna put a reel of like us going to buy these ingredients. Definitely smells like spices. I'm gonna have to fast forward through me trying to struggle through all of this. And when you go to the Ghanaian markets, you can basically get everything you need. So not just the food, but we also were able to buy the paper bag and the wraps for all of these. And I understand this is incredibly wasteful. The last time I went to Ghana, I did bring like reusable bags. So that's what I'm gonna do next time. Or just like leave them like this so that when I'm declaring them at customs, it's easier. So we have dried coriander seeds and we have some anise seeds. I don't know if the coriander seeds are grown in Ghana, but the spices in Ghana tend to be a lot more pungent. Like I could smell this from the paper and it has a really nice licorice smell to it. Yeah. Okay. Next one. I'm gonna be a little bit more forceful opening up my packages. Oh, I cut into the bag of flour. 1 second, I'm gonna go get a Ziploc. So I definitely cut into my corn flour. So I'm going to like carefully move it this way and then open it up a little bit better. Yeah, that was a bit too aggressive. So next time, I'm going to be a lot more gentle with everything. Oh, there, it's coming out, it's coming out. It's like spilling everywhere. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave this off to the next part because I wanna get all of this done and clean up soon. Okay, next. Feeling crunchy. I feel like these have another set of spices, so I'm gonna be a lot careful opening this up. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is not spices. This is rare. Oh yeah, so they definitely put a bunch of spices. So basically when I went, I told the lady I want one of each. Okay, so here we have, in Ghana they call it star, but this is star anise. So I'll put this here. And then I also got these melon seeds. These are not your typical melon seeds. I'll show you guys the other one. These, we call them rere, and it's smaller than like agushie, which most people know about, or like the Nigerians say egusi. These ones, you make rere and kwine, which is rere soup. And the process is a bit laborious, but it's like a Christmas soup. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Okay, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna open this really. Oh, this is fish. Yeah. Goes in the freezer. It's open. I'll open it later, oh, this seems like another flour. So I got, what did I get? I got corn flour because here in Canada, if you want to go to the grocery store and you buy corn flour, it's nixtamalized. Basically, like it's an ancient process of processing the corn flour with lime, like lime juice, or there's a different, like it's now like industrialized, basically to make it more nutritious. But in Ghana, we don't do that because it impacts your ability to actually ferment the corn. So we don't do that. And it's hard. It's either you just go to a Ghana store to find it. So yeah, and they do process some in Canada. Good to just get it straight from Ghana. The flour is akple flour. So you can just like, akple is a eve swallow. It's just a corn swallow that you can just like cook up. Oh man, I think I ripped into these spices. Oh, okay. So I'm opening up some millets. As you can see, this is the bag. Oh no. I'm so sad, all this plastic, just not being careful. I don't like how my mom wrapped it. Next time, I'm definitely taking Ziploc bag with me. And so basically I got, let me show you can probably see it. So I got these millets, it's pearl millets. And in Canada, you don't get this type of millet. They actually use this in bird food. And it's usually also grown in India. But in Ghana, Hausa cocoa, which is our fermented corn, millet porridge, they usually use this to make it. And some of them mix it with like corn, but like proper, authentic, nutritious Hausa cocoa just uses regular millets. Now the next question will be where I'm going to store all of these, because my pantry in my apartment is already full. So basically when I went, I got 2 cups. This is not close to olonka. Olonka is like a really big cup. Ghanaians don't really do, like that's like kind of the measurements. They use like tomato paste cans to measure stuff. So I got about 2 of them because I know I'm going to be making some. So it's like this. It's not really that much. I can get more. And I wasn't like planning on bringing too many things. I think that next time when I go to Ghana, I'm gonna know how much of each I need. But you can also get the millet in Canada. It's just a bit expensive and the quantities are quite little. So next thing, oh, this smells good. Oh yeah, yep. I got some rosemary. And ooh, I forgot the tree name for the pepe. If I remember, I will probably do a voiceover over this. These peppers, these little dry little chilies, deadly. But they have a really nice smell to them. You can't really find these chili peppers in Canada. Check them out. So fragrant and so red. Oh. You have a really interesting tree name. I can't seem to remember. And then rosemary. I think that something that's really interesting about Ghanaian cooking, and I don't see this a lot in other West African foods, is our variety of spices we use in a lot of our foods and the local spices. Obviously, like Nigerians, like they're very local soups, like pepper soup and things like that. They use like local spices, but I think Ghanaians use it in a very different, like in so many different ranges of foods that I haven't really experienced in other West African cuisines. It's like we go to the depths when it comes to using spices, and we use both local and imported spices. Okay, this doesn't have oil around it, so I'm guessing it's not dried fish. If this is the kweun susha, this feels like it, then that is interesting. That was probably the one thing that I was scared the most of bringing with me, because it's fresh. But you can barely find abeju anywhere. Abeju or kweun susha is, oh, yep, this is it. Wow. Abeju, yeah. Hey! And you wait there, menya papa, because and you see. Sorry, I'll translate the tree. Okay. Hey. This is going straight into the freezer. It's going straight into the freezer because it's fresh. You guys can barely see this. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yes. I bid you. Oh wow, there's like no. I say. Okay, this is abeju or kweun susha or pea eggplants. Yeah, we use them a lot in abom, which is like poto Hey, poto is not even English. Like you grind up like greens. You can use them in stew, so kontomire stew. You can also use them in ebunu, which is like cocoyam leaf soup. I'm gonna get a colander and put this in and clean them properly because I just found some nasty dirt on them. If Custom saw this would have been going into the trash. So I filmed a bunch of stuff and then I realized that the filming did not really film. Like I filmed, but then you only see like the top half of my face. So I'm gonna go back and run through a lot of the stuff that I've talked about and I'll try and capture pretty much the same thing I said. First of all, I thought I opened everything up, but turns out I haven't opened everything up. So there's one more that I need to open. I don't even know if this is mine because I don't remember if there's other stuff that I need to open up. This is a big, this is big, but when I bought it, my mom was like, this is not a lot of stuff. Like she brings a lot more things than I did. Also, I'm like a scaredy cat. Oh, this is more spices. I would have completely forgot. Oh, okay, this is important. And these are important spices too. Okay, so here we have fenugreek. This is the fenugreek spice. It is, yeah, fenugreek, pretty self-explanatory. It like you can definitely has like because curry spice is a mixture of spices. This smells like it belongs in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then I got quintia or grains of selim. They have a really woody taste to them. They're slightly bitter. These are amazing in porridge. I'm also tall, so I'm like trying to squint down. So yeah, these are the spices. And I'm gonna run through everything that's here and basically re-explain everything again. I got some black eyed peas. I got the bigger ones because, oh, this is open too. It has popped open. Let me get a bag and put this in. I'm gonna be talking a bunch about different types of beans, but yeah, these are all cowpeas, like also like the gango peas that you see in Jamaica. They're all kind of under the same family. These black eyed peas are larger than the ones that you will typically get at a grocery store, in like a regular grocery store. So I just picked up a little bit. You don't really need too much of it. I got black peppercorn, white peppercorn. White and black peppercorn apparently are from the same plant. They're just at different stages of ripeness and the way they're processed. The funny thing is that like peppercorns are not from West Africa, but there's some places like the Guinea Coast, the Pepper Coast, because of this little guy. So this is grains of paradise, a fomwisa, which we call imchi, and basically it has like a spicy note to it, but it's not a true pepper. And I was reading Jessica Harris's book, High on the Hog, and she mentioned a lot of this was used to flavor slave food for Africans that were captured, just like to feed them with something that tastes a little bit more like home. I got fennel seeds. So I got anise seeds. If there's one smell that describes Ghanaian food, anise, or nkete, like it has such a recognizable licorice smell to it that if you go to the market and buy like Ghanaian spice blends, you'll definitely smell this most, and ginger powder. And then I got I think this is ajuan. Yeah, I think this is ajuan. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like ajuan because ajuan and anise look similar, but ajuan has like longer fibers. And also anise seeds, you don't see them this way here. Like these ones, the ones I see, they're more on the greener side. They look a little bit more fennel-like, but this just, spices in Ghana just have like a more pungent smell to them. Talking about fennel, I also picked up some fennel seeds. Look at how green it looks. So green. I feel like now that I'm not opening the packages, like the excitement has kind of like left my body, just because I also have so much to go through and I'm gonna have to clean up and then like figure out this abiju situation. Also agushie, I got agushie. In Ghana we call it agushie, Nigerians call it egusi. This is the bitter melon seeds. These are broader than the rarer, same like health qualities. You know, these are really good seeds. They're on kin with pumpkin seeds, but they're not the same thing as pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are from a different type of melon. They're not, those melons are indigenous to the Americas. These melons are indigenous to Africa. So people do interchange the two. You can use pumpkin seeds for a lot of like Agushie style flavors. Stews, sorry. The flavor is not the same and they're not from the same family. Just a heads up. Nutmeg, because nutmeg from Ghana always smells 10 times better. And then cloves, or in Tree we call this pepre. Oh my God, Ghanaian food uses cloves, but you wanna be very, 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 very delicate with the use of cloves because they can be very overwhelming very quickly. I've learned that the hard way with a lot of my jollof rices. I have calabash nutmeg or wediaba. It is not like nutmeg. It has a very woody smell to it. So I feel like a lot of the indigenous African spices have very much earthy, wood, dusty smells to them. I got a small bag of local rice because I also have some local rice. I really need to make quang quang, but I get lazy because I have a long list of recipes I have to make. So if you did not know, there are 2 types of rice species in the world. I'm gonna list the 2 different types. I'm gonna tell you which one is also African by pointing here. And so basically we have cultivated hundreds to thousands of species of rice in West Africa, to the point that when people were coming to capture Africans for slavery, certain groups were highly targeted for their ability to grow rice. So the people from the rice coast, the Casamance in Senegal, Guinea, so like you see a lot of the Gullah Geechees are Mende, because Gullah culture and the Gullah Geechees were really like rice growers in the Carolinas. So yeah, love to point that out. This is another type. Nigerians have a bunch, but these ones, local, are because of many things, including like processing. Local rice tends to be less likely, like less favorable, because people have to clean them and get the dust off them, and it's like, it can be tedious. Definitely worth it. It has a really nice flavor to it. I have here some broad beans. They very much look like castor seeds, and in Nigeria they do ferment castor seeds, something along the lines of like a flavor additive like dawa dawa, but these are made specifically, these are for soups. I shared a recipe for a light soup, like a very typical light soup in the village, and they would use beans to add supplements and like sustenance to the soup, as many people just did not use meat for their soups. I was super duper excited to have been able to pick this one up. When I went to the market, I asked the lady what this is. She said this is red sorghum. So there's also white sorghum. I'm also convinced that this might actually be Guinea corn, because we call a lot of things different things in Ghana. Please excuse my look. I'm editing the video and I just wanted to make a clarification. Guinea corn is the same thing as sorghum, because sorghum is originally, it's indigenous to West Africa, and West Africa was usually given the land, like the name, the land of Guinea, because Guinea was used to refer to Black people. I'm gonna have to check that on Google, but yeah, so Guinea corn and sorghum are the same thing. But basically, she mentioned that for people who may not want to be eating corn, so a lot of the different swallows would use a mixture of corn and cassava flour, or just corn flour. People would prefer to use this instead. I also think that this will be a really good ingredient in Tom Brown. So Tom Brown, or Ceramix, is a roasted bean and cereal porridge that are given to kids, and it's very nutritious. It has like grains like brown rice, millet, and it has black eyed peas, obviously roasted peanuts, because what is a West African dish without peanuts? And I think they also add this into it. You can add a different blends of grains and beans and seeds in there, but this will be really good for that. But I also feel like I will add it into my fermented porridges. Definitely excited to experiment with this. I didn't get a lot because obviously I can't carry everything, but I'm very keen to be trying this out. I think I've already shown you star anise, which is star. Because I'm like refilming this, like I'm like not sure what I've shown you and what I haven't shown you. I also have these beans here. These are not azuki beans. These are a type of cowpeas that we eat in Ghana. It's called atidria in Chi. It's a Christmas beans. One, it takes a long time to cook. And basically what they do is they make it like red, which is like a red palm oil based stew. But then it's eaten with boiled plantains or boiled yam. Yep. So I bought a bunch because they're kind of hard to come around here. And yeah, they don't taste like azuki because like azuki, when you cook them, they have a really interesting flavor. It's not bad. It's just that I associate it with a lot of East Asian like rice based treats because like you usually like in the sesame rice balls and things like that, it's stuffed with red beans. So, and the most exciting one of them all, did I tie it out like properly again? Is dawa or African locust beans, which is the same thing. I got them in two different types. I got it in like the ball like this, and I also got this way so that you can actually see the individual like locust beans in there. Like you just pull them apart and then you can see it. I'll do a closer look at it. So basically African locust beans are very much what you would think African food will smell like. It is very quintessential African. Different parts of the West African, not African, it's very quintessential West African. Different parts of West Africa use them in different dishes. And they have a really unique flavor that's hard to describe. And it's definitely something that I do not give substitutions for because none exist. So it is one of the only few things that is fermented in an alkaline process. So when you ferment like kombucha or vinegar or like a bunch of other like apple cider vinegar, for example, when the bacteria and the microbes are breaking down the foods and the sugars, they produce acetic acid and carbon dioxide, so it decreases the pH and makes things more acidic. This apparently is a basic, so it increases the pH. The process of making dawa is a bit tedious, but it's so like important in our food, and people make good money from this. This is definitely something that I feel like if we wanted to export more umami like and unique flavors from the West African continent, not West African continent, the African continent, mainly like on West Africa, this is definitely it. If you live in the US and you want to try something unique, make sure to check out Yolele Fonio. They have a dawa flavored pack, which I highly recommend and suggest. Very good. It can be an acquired smell and taste, so I would always suggest people to use that sparingly. And that's pretty much everything that I have for you today. So I'm gonna clean everything up, and I'm going to clean everything up and rest my feet because they're swollen, take a shower, and then head to bed. Thank you all so much for joining me on this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this type of content, and I will see you in my next video. Also, I apologize, I don't have a Ghana vlog. I know. All of my Ghana content is on Instagram. It's hard managing all of these platforms, especially since Instagram is my biggest focus. So everything that had to do with like my daily time in Ghana has always been on. I put them all on Instagram. I have a highlight that you can check out for all of my Ghana content and all of my restaurants and like accounts that I recommend. So make sure to check them out and follow me on Instagram, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.